In motion left comes Williams.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here is third and quite a ways.
From the gun, here's Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've been terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Hey, Ram. Hey, Ray.
Running on first down, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Let's go. Hey.
It's Eckler again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
7-7, our score after 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, go Lion. Ready?
Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald over 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now it's gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Goff now looks to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Goff throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Go. Hey, Ray.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 168 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Ray. 5-9. Go. Hey, go.
Herbert on first down now. That is incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Hey, Ram. Hey, Ray. 21. Home trip's right. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Crowd right. Hey, go Lion. 12. Hey, easy. We're going. Ready.
On third down, here's Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Once more, here's Eckler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw, Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Here's Goff. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again is Goff. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick.
He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On second down, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
A good solid gain there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hold on. Four down.
Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
St. Brown in motion right.
To throw on second down is gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From 8 yards out.
and the Lions are back within a score.
Goff looking to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Allen. Gerald Everett with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flush to his right.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Back to the air. Goff on second down.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On first down, Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
We go, 76, 76.
To the air again, Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 8.
Hey, Ram.
Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
21.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
Up the middle with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Baylor Tiger. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here
at their own 47-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Herbert now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Goff now looks to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Goff on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
17.
Goff throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif Raymond, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. In motion, the tight end. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Herbert now to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Goff now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes. Austin Eckler.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
61 yards.
And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Lions.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
We go tonight. 12, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Goff. One last shot at the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes.